Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Jacked YGO here today, and today we're coming at you with. We're coming at them with. Oh, are you. Hey, Eva, are you ready for. Outside? Okay, she needs to go outside. Okay. Okay, guys, so, yeah, today is, a new video. Sorry, I just got thrown off by that. So yeah, today we're going up to Woodstock. So they didn't have a tournament last weekend, so there's no vlog for that. However, they are doing a tournament this Sunday, and it's for 40 OTS first place. It's pretty good. I think if you guys watched Tris vlog, he went up to one of those in Montreal. I just got to go half an hour away, and boom, right there, right? So they never have people pre-register, and the guy told me there's already been 12 that pre-registered. So it tells me it's going to be probably about 30 to 40 people person tournament, which is nice because our locals, like in London, hasn't had a tournament like that since Master Roll 4 pretty much, and since before COVID, right? We used to have really big tournaments at our old locals, but now not too many people go ever since COVID hit. A lot of the player base kind of just scooched away, right? So it happens, but I'm very excited for this. I'm definitely playing to win. There's no doubt about that. 40 OTS packs is crazy. That's crazy. I just got 12 or 13 in the mail from Carta Magica from my placings, and I pulled only supers, which the supers are still really good. I'm not going to complain. So yeah, anyways, guys, if you guys see my post last night, I haven't made the video yet in regards to the updated combo. There's not really any like new combos, but it's just like after I figured it might be a good idea to like bring out new combos, or not new combos, like now that I've been playing the deck for long enough. When I last did a combo guide, the deck was still fairly new, right? Now that it's been solidified, I still feel like people are still making mistakes and aren't super comfortable. So I feel like just putting out a well-timed combo video and a well-versed one can really just help people out, right? And I feel like that's a good thing to do now that I'm just completely comfortable with the deck's play in regards to the pure. So anyways, guys, I'm going over to my parents' house right now. I'm just at my own place. And yeah, it's going to be a half-hour drive. I just want to get over and maybe walk the dogs for a bit. Just been pretty busy with real estate, obviously. When you're starting out, you're setting stuff up. You're getting all the technology orientation. You're just figuring it out yourself. And at the same time, I'm trying to like prospect, aka find like cold calling, door knocking. I'm doing that for like 5 hours a day, which is it's working really well. It's going pretty good so far. Guys, of course, as always, make sure to check out my YouTube. I'm gonna link it right here. It'll be my it's my YouTube for my real estate. I'll be posting to it fairly soon. I mean, like I said, I'm just trying to keep focused on my own business right now, and other social media stuff is what I have to keep pace with. But again, that's a whole nother story. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna head over to my parents' place, and I will see you probably when I get there or in the car when we're driving there. So I'll see you in a bit.
Thank you.
To leave Pico outside.
Hi, Pico. Hey, Pico. Good luck. Wishing good luck, right? All right. See you later, guys.
All right, guys. So we just landed in Woodstock. We're here. So I'm with my brother, Freet. And yeah, so basically, like I said, first place gets 40 OTS. And David and I, we're not looking to have any friendly games today. We're here to take some heads. So if you actually want to see us playing some competitive style Yu-Gi-Oh!, I can't guarantee you that like the competition is going to be insane or anything, right? But I mean, like, this is where you're going to see it. I mean, 40 OTS packs. You know, I could be working today, but I block off my Sundays and my Tuesdays because other 2 days I play Yu-Gi-Oh! If I'm not doing real estate, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! or with family. So it is what it is, right, David? We're here to win. We're here to take wins. But hey, at the end of the day, if you come 8th place, you're still getting like 5 OTS pack, or it's like a first place winnings pretty much. So even if you come top 8, you're fine.
Yeah.
But 40 OTS packs.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm here to take heads today. I'm sorry, boys, but I'm here to take heads. So yeah. Well, I haven't played a game since Tuesday. I haven't picked up my cards since Tuesday, so I feel like I might be a little bit rusty game one. So if I make a couple misplays, which I might not, but you know, I haven't warmed up or anything, and we're kind of hitting here a bit late. So we'll see. What are you thinking, David?
I don't know. I think Roids will clap it up, bro.
Yeah, David's on speed roids today. I think it's low-key a good deck, especially for this locals for what people play. So yeah. So anyways, guys, we got let's see, 10 minutes till start time. and we're just pulling up. We park into the shoppers here because downtown parking's kind of whack.
So. A giant pothole.
Well, there's Nick's car. So Nick offered to drive us today, but Migs just likes driving. So I said, it's like $5 of gas for my 700 horsepower car, so it's good. All right, so we'll see you inside of Nerds Cafe.
See you.
All right, so a head count total of 23 people.
Shout out to Jack YGO. He's gonna sell me a house one day.
Alright, I'll see you in round one. Yo guys, welcome to round one of the locals. I say the locals because this isn't actually my locals, but yeah, so this is again for first place gets 40 OTS packs. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting tournament. So the turnout I think ended up being 25. I think it ended up being 25 people once everyone got counted, like fully counted for. I think it was 25. I can't remember. So it's pretty good. I mean, for 40 OTS packs, I guess it's decent size. I can never compare it because before COVID, like honestly, our locals, which now has like 16 to maybe 20 people, used to have an average of 30 to 40 people. It's just like a different scene, right? But I mean, it'll get back to that at some point. So, anyways. Starting off, I lose a die roll. So he's on rank 3 spam. I don't know about this until the next round because he does go... This can potentially be Phantom Knights, and there is a few Phantom Knight players at this locals. So I'm thinking this is Phantom Knights, but this turns out to be rank 3 spam. So I'm kind of playing for Phantom Knights, and I will side for Phantom Knights going into games 2. Or game 2 at least, because I fully know what he's on the next game. But going to Cherubini, he's going to send the Enchantress, which is interesting. So... I'm going to think here on his Enchantress. And it's going to go ahead and drop Ash, because if he's sending Enchantress, there's no sense in not dropping an Ash Blossom. He started off with two extender cards, pretty much. Like, as in, like, no Phantom Knight cards is what I'm thinking I'm playing against. Like I said, I think I'm playing against Phantom Knights, so I know it's kind of... He doesn't have, like, a ton of resources at that point. So yeah, it just makes sense to drop the Ash there because I know he doesn't have the adventure package if he's sending the Enchantress, but I'm going a little bit off here. So right now he's going for Verte, and I'm going to drop the Phantasme, hoping I draw into more hand traps because all I opened was Phantasme Ash, which is pretty good. So Phantasme is very underrated, but I think a few players I've seen were playing in the YCS. Which, you know, tells me people picked up that it is a good card this format, and it is, right? Like, I think the more we picked up that people, not everyone's playing, Scythe isn't everyone's deck right now, the better Phantasme gets, right? Because everything link summons up until Despia, right? When Shadal's comes, or when Despia branded whatever comes out, which at the time of me recording this is actually out now, doing the voice recording. I don't think Phantasme and the Small World package will be as viable just because a lot of people I feel like will be running that at the start. I don't know how strong it's gonna remain in the TCG. It's gonna be very popular at first, right? The Despia stuff or branded. I don't know, whichever. I think it's a mix of both, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I think it's gonna be very popular at the start and kind of fade. It won't be as popular as it will be at the beginning, like it normally is, right? So for now, Phantasme, I think is gonna have to. I'm gonna have to maybe do something about the Small World package. We'll have to see. But anyways, he's just gonna end on a DP. So he obviously bricked a little bit, and he's got one card in his hand, so I'm not too concerned here. Phantasme doesn't protect me obviously because DP doesn't target, but it's another body I can use, and he's just gonna play it out a bit. He's not too familiar with DDDs. He got back into the game fairly recently, but he doesn't know the new support too well. He knows the deck though. So he's got one hand trap and a DP. So for me, I have a gas hand. Like my hand's pretty good. So I think it's Baron line here. So I'm gonna go Swirl Slime. So yeah, if I search the Orthros, this is definitely Baron line. Yeah, I think he's letting this through. I'm just thinking how I want to play this out. I'm just going for game, right? Like I don't know the card in his hand, but we're more than likely just going to, oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go Fusion Summon. I have Griffin in hand, but I send Kepler. So I reserve the Swirl Slime just in case he pops something. That means I can still special a Griffin and use the Swirl Slime to special summon as well. That's what's broken, is that your Swirl Slime can reserve, or your Griffin special summoning itself can reserve Swirl Slime to further extend your comp plays. So it's a great card for sure. Griffin's the best card in the deck, hands down. So yeah, Kepler, there's a lot of glare here I can't really do much about, but I'm going to search out, use Kepler to search out the fusion spell. At this point, like, I'm just gassing off. Now, I'm going to go for Baron, which I think at this point, yeah, I don't think he's seen that coming. Right when I said normal summon Orthros and he said that's okay, I knew I was looking pretty good there, so... He's going to attempt to pop it, and I figure, you know what, I'm just going to negate this, because, you know, if I don't negate it, I'm just losing my Baron anyway, so I'm just going to attempt to negate it. And he's going to use droplets. Oh, I actually forgot he had a card face down. That was extra deck. Okay, so yeah, he did have a droplets face down, so it is what it is, but he's pitching the Mare from his hand, so he obviously bricked bad if he has the Mare in his hand. So for me, it doesn't matter because I'm still going full combo, essentially. He already uses DP, Baron's gone. And I'm going to show you a neat interaction that comes up here. It doesn't actually come up, but it's something I set up for just in case. I'll get to that in a bit here. So, of course, you guys know Baron got popped and negated. I mean, Baron forced out the entire 2 interruptions he had, right? So, we're just going off here now. I mean, there's no point. There's no way I'm going to lose this at this point, clearly. So I'm going to overlay, and I'm going to go into the rank 4. So what's cool now is that the rank 4 is like assuring me game. This, I don't think, has ever came up for me. So Baron got popped, and I can now use Caesar. So the only card that's really going to get destroyed in this turn is Baron. So if I don't kill him, I get Baron back on the end of the battle phase, which is crazy. And Baron comes back as a new monster with a negation, and it's just wild. It's so strong. So yeah, the XYZ is insane. The rank 4 actually is insane. Like, that effect comes up fair amount of times, but when it does, it's crazy. Like, reviving the Baron back is nuts. So yeah, I'm gonna burn him for 1,000 with Tell, because I did burn from the Gilgamesh. So Tell's gonna go ahead and Foolish Burial. I can't remember exactly what I have in the grave. I think what I'm trying to do is, I think I try to get a way to summon Ragnarok here. So yeah, I go for Typhon. I think what I do is I keep loading Grave. I think I find a way to just go Ragnarok and just absolutely obliterate him. But we'll see what happens. Like, I can't... This game, this match... Or, sorry, this tournament was almost a week ago at this point for me recording this. So, yeah, I'm going to summon that. It's going to trigger the Genghis to special summon Griffin. So, yeah, Griffin's going to add... Yeah. This is what was crazy. So, Griffin getting revived back is being able to search the Ragnarok. And like I said, I reserved the Swirl Slime, so I can now summon the Ragnarok. The only kind of funny thing I did was I didn't realize I had a full board at this point, but I put Machine X in the main monster zone, which I shouldn't have, so I could revive back another body, but it doesn't matter, right? I mean, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, that was just crazy. My hand was insane gas, so yeah, that's game. So on to game 2. All right, guys, so moving on to game 2. Again, I'm going to be going second. Yeah. Going second against the rank 3 spam. It really doesn't matter at this point because we're heavily sided in for it. We're going to have at least 2 hand traps. I'm not sure. I can see a Veiler's in my hand. Oh, it looks like Nib's in my hand. Veiler Nib is GG against this deck. So he's going to summon the Griffin Rider. So again, he bricked. Maybe it's the way I'm shuffling his deck. I have no clue. But opening the Griffin Rider, it's not terrible if you have ways to play. If you can, like, summon a bunch of bodies, you can essentially just Griffin Rider, make Baron, go for Hal, go from there. It does work. Depends what they open, right? So yeah, he's just gonna go for Verte, so he bricked again. This is just bad. He's gonna go ahead, use Verte's effect here. I'm gonna meet it with the Veiler. Yeah, he used the effect, so typically if he was going second, someone mentioned this in the last video I did, one of the last videos I did, they like to hold Veiler for before they do cost, so they're going second. That is a smart play, however, he's going first here, so every time they go first and there's no chance of them actually being able to utilize anything when they're going second to help push through. I just hit it on the material so they get rid of the one of their fusion destinies. It's really not a big reluctant difference, but yeah, so he's gonna anti-spell me, and it really doesn't matter. Like, my hand is pretty good, so as you can see, yeah, I'm gonna just go. He's gonna Ash the Kepler, which didn't make sense. He Ashed Kepler while I was under anti-spell, so that was just, I'm just realizing this now, like that was a very, yeah, that was a bad ash. That was like a really bad ash. I'm not sure if he thought that through, but anti-spell, and he knows that searches the, yeah, he's got droplets to stop that. So yeah, anti-spell, and so if you're gonna go anti-spell, if he goes anti-spell and then Ash is a Kepler, it doesn't make sense because I can't even use the spell card, right? Searches the contract. I mean, in all fairness, I don't know if he knows the deck too well, but yeah, that was a really bad misplay, actually. Could have used that Ash a little bit better, but if he knew the deck, he'd probably hold it for he would definitely hold it for like a rank 4 play, but because I can't even use the contract, so yeah, and I actually just realized how terrible that Ash was, but it is what it is. So that's an advantage for me, right? So all I can really do under that is go for Zeus pass, which is enough. Like, he's on a top deck, so at this point I'm in a good standpoint. I draw for turn. I go Zeus to clear his board because he has 3k left, and I just swing at him for game. So yeah, 3k left, Zeus clear board. That's the end of it, right? No playing around. That's game 1 in the books, guys. On to game 2. Okay, guys. So that concludes round 1. My man bricked game 2. He was playing the rank 3 turbo. I started in Lancing because I was on PK. I wasn't expecting the rank 3 turbo thing, but yeah, we pulled strong, played it well. Pretty good for game 1 because usually the round 1 with no warm up you're a bit shaky, but it is what it is. We pull through the next round. What do you think? How'd your round go, bro?
Yo, I won. I had the bye.
Oh,
I came all the way here just to get a bye, bro.
I know, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying when I play people from London, and we play each other.
Yeah, bro.
That was like the one tournament. With the Battles of Chaos sneak peek, bro. I'll come to Woodstock just to play each other. Oh, jeez, you know. All right, well, I feel like I'm gonna play this guy round 2. It's gonna be a mayhem, bro. That's like final cut right there. So, all right, well, I'll see you in round 2. See you then. All right, so round 2 starting. I have no clue I'm playing, but it is coming for the table. So. Yo, guys, welcome to round 2. So, yeah, I'm playing against Earth Machines round 2. Definitely an interesting matchup. I mean, it's an alright deck this format, but I guess it depends what's at your locals, right? I mean, it's definitely like I said, it's definitely an interesting deck. I don't think it fares too well in this meta. But it is what it is. I mean, I know the matchup fairly well. I basically just know what the choke points are and what to stop. That's all. If a deck's rogue, like all you should really know about is where the choke points are. I know like you need to stop the rank 5. You have to also check for the resources, right? You don't stop like their normal summon effects. You want to stop like the ones you want to stop is like the level 5 and the level 5s and the rank 5s, I believe. I forget the other one's name, but yeah. Oh yeah, Dozer. You need to stop Dozer in the rank 5. Basically, you don't want them going into that. So again, I lose a die roll, but it is what it is. We're on DDDs. It doesn't matter. So yeah, it kind of does matter though for the hand I have. So he's gonna go off, and I don't open a hand trap, which is ironic because I run 12 in a 41 card deck, but it happens. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! You can do all the math and theory that you want. It's not gonna pan out every single time you want it to. So that's where like I get my theory from. Like, you know what, you can run like 9 to 10 hand traps and you're still fine. You should, like, honestly, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It depends how you shuffle. It depends, like, you're just when you're upping your chances, right? I mean, obviously helps, but you can always get away playing like 9 this format. Man, I've seen some people in the YCS running like 7 hand traps and doing well with it, so it's definitely interesting. The main reason for like all these hand traps, obviously it's a Brave engine, but I think a big fear factor is Scythe, right? So and not a lot of people are on Scythe, except for if they're running like Cyber Eldritch, but like Prank Kids are everywhere, right? Depends on your locals too, right? Like if depending on like the decks you're playing against, you don't have to like bombard. You can go for more consistency, right, and really test the deck's capabilities. That's kind of what I'm leaning more towards now. Is I'm trying to pick up like why the deck didn't do good in the YCS. Now I didn't watch anyone that was playing in the YCS, but I know it didn't make a top cut. I think a big reason for that is that people know where the choke points are. It's not like before where a lot of people didn't know it, and even when people started to know it, it was still hard for people. But now I think what a lot of people are still doing is that they're going with the same game tactics that we used to go run with. And I think now with people knowing what to do and the amount of hand traps are in the meta, I don't think you can go with the same theory of playing abundance of hand traps and just playing. We gotta switch it up. Like we have to find ways to play a bit more defensive and chill a bit on the hand traps. I think we can play that safe as long as we cut our deck count down a bit, but. We definitely need to be a bit more defensive because whenever like there's a format with a ton of hand traps running around, DDDs can really benefit on main decking talents. Like I've seen a lot of success in the past when I ran talents. When they do a fluky Ash or a Veiler, it's literally game over. Like there's a lot of things that we have to like. There's a reason why we didn't top this YCS, right? And I think it's because we gotta switch up our game style. But anyways, guys, going uninterrupted kind of sucks because Appaloosa. I know he has a face down that is the Earth Machine trap, which really benefits him. The thing is, though, so yeah, he drops an Ash. I wish I had a hand trap. So that's actually pretty good for the hand I have. I actually open like a pretty bad hand, I'm not gonna lie. But Appo, oh, he Ashed? I'm not sure. Oh, he Ashed Kepler, I think, and I had Gate. I can't even remember. But I searched the Swirl Slime. Sorry. Which was... I don't know. There wasn't really anything else I could have searched because I already had Griffin in hand and I already used a normal summon. So realistically, like I could have used. I don't know. Let's be honest. If you have nothing, if you don't have like I can't have access to the contract spell, which so had that Ash was actually really good because I really needed the contract spell to get around the Appaloosa. It is the one time where the them ashing. Okay, yeah, that's game. So on the game 2, guys, yeah, that was unfortunate. I didn't open any hand traps. So I'm going to touch base a little bit on that game still because I didn't realize how quick I scooped. Appaloosa, it's like him, see, usually you're not supposed to ash the gate, right? Or sorry, you're supposed to ash the gate, right? He ashes the Kepler while I had the gate, but the thing was, since he had Appaloosa, I needed the spell to actually be able to get around the Appo. I think it was a 3 material Appo. But if you can't deal with it like that, I mean... It's so hard to push through it, and then on top of him having his Earth Machine stuff still, like he had the trap face down, it wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. It's unfortunate when you don't open hand traps against Earth Machine, but typically they don't set up Appaloosa from what I know, but it depends how you build it, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to go off, and I'm going to go Small World. So I depict this a little bit because my only hand trap was actually Nib, so I'm going to reveal the Nib. And I decided to do something where, yeah, I'm going to grab Copernicus. I decided to do this because it wasn't essentially full combo, but me doing this gives me full combo plus the lock, which is insane against Earth Machine because they can't even like go into Zeus. They can't. There's a lot of things they can't do when you do the lock on them, right? Like it limits their link abilities, their XYZs, and they got to deal with the full board. So I'm like, okay, if he nibs me, like it's kind of GG's, but high risk, high rewards. So it is what it is. Earth Machines are pretty good going second, so I decided I wanted to just say, screw it, I'm just going to set up. If he has Nib, he has Nib. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead, Pendulum Summon the 2. This is a 2-card combo. I think I can ditch Draw too. I can't remember. No, I had the option to, but I decided not to. I'm just going for absolute, this is absolute full combo that I'm going for, outside of Baron. Like, it's like the lock plus like XYZ, Link, I'm not sure where this guy went. Oh yeah, he left his phone at the table behind us. So yeah, it's XYZ. Sorry, it's full lock like Synchro, XYZ, Link. No fusion, but as you see, I have Typhon with it, which is the reason why it's not bad. And I decided to ditch Nib is because I had access to getting rid of Typhon. So getting rid of Typhon is going to allow me to at least extend through some of these plays because I already had Necro Slime. So I figured I was kind of in a safe spot to just say, screw it, I'm just going to go all out attacks here, just combo off and just go for this. Rather than ending on like a fairly mediocre board, I decided to just go for this. So anyways, I go for Siegfried. Like, you guys know this combo here. Like I said, I have a new combo guide coming out on Sunday. None of the combos essentially are new. But it's just an update because the one I initially have is from like almost a month before the support even came out. And I feel like it's good to just have an updated one now that everyone's comfortable with the deck. And there's still some people misplaying with this stuff to this day. And not knowing, like, I feel like it's just better to have a better, more streamlined idea of the combos. So that's what's going to be more so inclusive of my video, or of my video on Sunday. But anyways, that's a bit off topic. So as you can see, I go the absolute full combo here. So I use Typhon to make the XYZ. So I can have Link, the XYZ, and the Synchro face up. The only one that matters is the XYZ and the the link. But I have Headhunt face down, and it surprised me because he didn't have hand traps, nor did he have like a Dark Ruler. And he still wanted to play through this, and I'm like, like, unless like it makes sense because you can misplay, right? But I mean, and not hit the right cards, but honestly, like the board I have up is just too good. Like it's not gonna happen, right? Like I mean, Headhunt alone can kind of shut out most boards, and this board I have here is like good luck. Like I have to like really misplay to not get through this. So, but he's gonna make the effort, and just which I respect him for doing. So he's gonna go ahead, summon Machina, Machina Fortress. So let's see. I'm seeing what he's doing. What did he pitch off Fortress? I think it was the level 2 maybe? I can't really see. Oh, so he has the level 5. I forget. That's Tunneler, right? Yeah. I stopped the Tunneler and negate the effect to summon itself. Yeah, like he has 2 cards left in hand, I think, and that's the only card I've used. The XYZ is really good against his deck because I can just suck things up. He's going to summon the Fortress back again. I think he's got 2 cards left in his hand. So let's see what he's doing. He's gonna go, yeah, he's gonna go Harvester. I'm just thinking if, yeah, I use Machine X to suck up his, so I'm gonna let it through, but I'm gonna take his Harvester because it makes it hard for him to keep going. And I don't really, yeah, he's gonna add the, yeah, he adds, oh my gosh, how do I forget this card's name? Not Tunneler, Bulldozer, the Bulldozer card. Yeah, he has like I'm trying to think of this card's name. I can't remember, but it is a choke point card. Yeah, he's gonna tribute the Fortress to summon that. I'm just gonna negate that without hesitation. He's gonna summon back the Machina Fortress in attack. Yep. Yeah, he still has. So he has. Yeah, he's gonna use the effect to revive. I'm gonna use Machine X, I think, to suck it up here. I believe. No, he's not using the effect sword. I think it's effect sword negate or something. I forget what happens, but he's gonna try to attack. Yeah, and he has what's it called engraved, the one that. So he's trying to bring that. He's trying to bring that card out. So I'm like, well, he has no cards in hand, so I'm just gonna take that, and because I'm pretty sure the Machina engraved tributes for cost. So I'm going to take it, and I still have follow-up, full board presence. The one card can come back, but I have answers to it for the follow-up, and yeah. So, yeah, game 3 it is. Let's go. Alright, guys, so on to game 3. Again, I didn't win die roll, so I got to go second again. This open was depressing. Yeah, this open was not good. So he has a good open. I don't. So I got a Veiler, Ogre, and an Ash, I think, in my hand. So 3 mid-range hand traps. Not super impactful hand traps. I mean, they're pretty good against him, but typically if the deck can at least set something up or get the ball rolling a bit, you need a way to give some board presence. So the only, outside of those cards, the Ogre, the Ash, and the the Ogre, the Ash, the Veiler, I opened Swirl Slime and Ragnarok. I'm like, oh my god, like you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, that's rough. Like that just, there's stuff like that happens, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like the only problem with DDDs is that not every card synergizes properly with each other. So obviously Swirl Slime, Ragnarok, and another DD is really good. It's usually pretty good. But those 2 on their own, like I'm 100% relying on a top deck here. Oh, it was Gamma, sorry. I think it was Gamma, Veiler, Ogre was what it was, or something like that. So I'm going to Gamma the Tunnel, or the Bulldozer. I actually don't know why. I can't remember the name. But yeah, I'm going to stop that thing from coming out. Like, I know that's one of the choke points the deck has, so I'm just going to stop it from coming out. And, yeah. So that's going to put some work in for now. He's going to revive. He's going to summon the Fortress back out. He's going to set 2 cards and pass. So that's never a good sign with when Earth Machine sets 2 and pass. So out of anybody's surprise, I draw a Ghost Ogre, which is not nice. That actually really irritated me. So I was like, of course, stuff like this happens. So this is what it is. So I'm just going to have to go ahead, start off with the Swirl Slime. He's going to let that through. I'm gonna go ahead and summon the or use the Ragnarok. And yeah, he has the Machina, the one that the boss monster engraved. So I summoned Dark. I'm gonna normal summon. The one of the ogres I have, and he flips Gozen. And I'm like, oh my god. So I'm about to go on my extra. I'm like, oh wait, that's Gozen. So yeah, I can't go for Varan here. So I have to get rid of the ogre. I can't ogre a Gozen, obviously. So yeah, this is rough. Like, I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. So I have to like sit on the XYZ here. Literally out of my control right now, but I have to hope that my Veiler and my Ogre can hold him off for a bit. 3k defense is pretty good, but he's gonna go for, he has the trap as well, which is really good. So yeah, he's gonna be able to destroy the fortress, summon back. He's gonna go Metal Cruncher 1, I think. Machina, I forget his name. Citadel, yeah, that's his name. Citadel, Chain 2. I'm just gonna go ahead and Veiler that, because I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I know what my life points, I know like what he has on board and what it could be for me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna Veiler this, and oh, I actually couldn't Veiler that. My bad. I Veilered that on my turn, I think, which shouldn't have happened. Yeah, I should. So I had to hold that Veiler regardless. I just realized I Veilered on my turn, but I was a little bit flustered and a little bit frustrated. That hand was not ideal. It's a letdown, right? Like when you're losing to variance, you can't do anything about it. Like when you stare at a handful of mid-range hand traps, and I mean Gamma was good, right? But I mean the rest aren't amazing against his deck. But Swirl Slam Ragnarok just alone are just terrible. And then when he flips Gozen, I know I'm like in a losing position. So yeah, I have no clue why I Veilered him. Yeah, I was just kind of let down at this point, but it is what it is. Veiler is probably more effective to use on his turn anyways to stop the card that he summoned. But it is what it is. Like, I have the Ghost Ogre, and I have to think it over because he can just kill me here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Ghost Ogre the Pizza Slicer. So yeah, it's so bad. Like, Gozen match 2, it's like really at this point, no matter what I top deck, I still have to deal with the Gozen match. Like he already has gas rolling. Like, I'm literally in a huge losing position here. I'm gonna draw. I think it's an, yeah, I draw. I forget what I drew. I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah, that's game. So GG's. Well, we won X1, which is basically a big loss, but it is what it is. GG's. Well, as you've seen,
Did you ask if they have one?
the DDDs got DDD taken down, so it is what it is.
Got grabbed by the DDD
I
nuts.
know. We can still make top cuts, so it is what it is. But man, that game 3 though, holy, I just had Ragnarok and Swirl, but we go over this games in the commentary, so well played by him. And David, how did yours go? No, I got Flundered. Yeah, bro, you gotta come prepared for Flunder if you can, right? Holy.
You already good for fun.
Y'all win?
Alright, you'll see it. Alright, round 3 is starting. I don't know who I'm playing, but let's try to play it
Yo,
out.
guys, welcome to round 3 of the 40-pack OTS tournament. So, at this place, guys, at this point in time, yeah, we basically lost. It was basically like you win out, or, I mean, second place gets 20 OTS packs, which is really strong too. But it's unfortunate, right? I mean, as you've seen, there was literally nothing I could do. Game 1, I didn't open a single hand trap, and Appaloosa with no going second cards it's hard for DDDs, especially when it really worked out for him because, you know, he ashed the Kepler while I had Gate in hand, but I kind of needed the fusion spell to at least play around the Apple. If I could do that, then I was in a really good position. He did have the trap, which would have been pretty good. It is what it is, though. So, yeah, we're 0 for 3 on a die roll here. So we're against Despia here. I think it's pure Despia. Despia DP is what it is. Like the one that people were playing before the support came out. Like what I think this is basically what Andres Torres was playing at the YCS. So it's a pretty good deck, I'm not gonna lie, and like I believe again I don't open a hand trap. It's a little bit frustrating at this point. It's definitely getting a little bit frustrating at this point when I'm losing the die roll and I'm not opening a single hand trap when I'm running 12 in a 41 card deck. It literally doesn't make sense. Actually, I think I actually do open a hand trap here. I think it was Phantasme and something else, I think. Phantasme and maybe, I can't even remember what it was, but or maybe Phantasme was my only one. I don't know. Oh, it was Phantasme Nib. So it was good, but the thing is, you're going to realize that it actually does absolutely nothing because he summons less than 5 times and he doesn't link summon. So I have 2 dead cards in my hand, which is, it's starting to get a bit frustrating, right? I'm like this isn't panning out for me. It's like there is days where it's not your day, and like this is clearly showing that it was clearly not my day. As you seen the last time I came here, I went actually no, with the synchro deck I didn't do amazing. I think it could have came top 4 if I played it a little bit quicker that last game in the synchro box tourney, but I was just kind of having fun that day, so it is what it is. Yeah, this is a little bit frustrating. Like I said, he's gonna go for 4 summons here. He's gonna fusion summon. Where's his fusion? I believe. I'm not really sure what happened here. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I thought he poly'd. I'm trying to pick up on what happened. Maybe he pitched something. Maybe he pitched a polymerization. Oh no, there's okay. So it's covered. It was covered by glare. I couldn't see the card. I was like lost for a second. Okay. So from my viewpoint, I have like my recording thing over it. It looks like it's part of the mat. So yeah, he did fusion summon. So very unfortunate. He didn't link summon. He didn't summon over 5+ times. So I have 2 dead cards in my hand, which is bad because on the follow up, he can still summon under 5 times if I can't do anything about it. So I believe that it's Copernicus. Copernicus is gonna foolish the swirl to summon another Copernicus. So the other 2 cards I had in my hand were double Copernicus and a Thomas, which is terrible. Like it's just so bad. Like it's good if you're going first because what you do is you just pop both of them, or you scale Griffin. You can scale Griffin and the Orthros, pop both of them, and then go Thomas to recycle the Orthros. Then you can actually get the ball rolling. But going second, it's not like the 2 hand traps I had were good, but they don't do anything against this deck. They do literally nothing against this deck. So I had 2 dead cards and just not a good hand, right? So yeah, he stopped. I believe, he used his whatever the Lithium or whatever that card is. It negates an effect, so he negated Gilgamesh. Now I could have went for a double XYZ, but he has the card double Zeus. But I know he has branded in red, and I know he also has the card that makes me 0. So I'm gonna just try and go. I tried to go for Gilgamesh to see what he would do, so I could at least get a bit more advantage. Because I still have access to the Zeus, doesn't really matter, but. Yeah, I already know he has access to Chimera with Brandon and Red, so this is pretty rough. So he's going to go ahead pop. And how did those cards come back? I don't exactly know how those cards came back. I forget what card does that, to be honest, but I don't know the deck, and I haven't had time to study the deck, to be honest, even though it's going to be part of the meta in a bit. But yeah, I tried scaling up the Thomas to get back a card, and he pops it. With Ghost Ogre. So yeah, he already had Ghost Ogre, which is pretty good. And he has follow up, right? So he's gonna switch to attack. He literally has game on board. I don't know why Matt's thinking so long, but he has game literally sitting on board. But I'm pretending I have something that's actually of use in my hand. I think I have 2 cards in my hand, and it's Phantasme Nib. So pretty good. Or I have 3 cards. I think the other one was Ragnarok, so it was just terrible. Well, game 2. All right, so on to game 2. Let's hope we have some better luck here. That was terrible. So my hand was Ragnarok, Thomas, double Copernicus, and then 2 hand traps that do nothing against him. So that wasn't fun. Starting off here, I have another awkward hand. I can't remember what it is. My deck wasn't treating me well today, this day for sure. But I'm going to go ahead, normal summon the Kepler, effect a search. He's going to let that through. Go ahead, gate, effect search. He's going to ghost over it, which is pretty good. So now, I can't remember what I have here. I actually do something pretty cool out of this. So I'm going to go small world. I'm going to have to give up, I forget what I give up in my hand. I'm going to find out in a second though. It's a matter if I want to keep Veiler or not. So yeah, I sacrificed the Veiler to do something kind of cool here. So I do have the fusion spell in my hand. And this is going to pan out pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead, show the Phantasme. I'm just going to have to keep you guys up to date with what these cards are because the glare is like terrible here. Oh no, sorry. The Veiler goes into the Ash Blossom, which goes into the, I think it's the, yeah, Copernicus. So the reason why you can go into, the reason why Veiler is really good and bridges well is because it bridges with Ash Blossom because 0 attack, and that's the only thing that they match. So that's very helpful. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here is go fusion summon with, I forget what I had in my hand, but I use a Copernicus as well, and I scale up. So I'm basically making a complete use of the 1-card combo with a really weird hand. So what I do here is kind of cool. I kind of go as far as I possibly can, and hope he doesn't have like big answers, right? So I'm gonna overlay. This will trigger the effect to revive Copernicus. Now Copernicus can use the effect. This is where it gets pretty cool, right? Copernicus can now Foolish Burial. So I'm gonna Foolish Burial the Swirl Slime, I think it was. I can't even remember what it was, or it may have been. I think it's Typhon I sent. Yeah, the other card in my hand was the Orthros. So I'm gonna go ahead, link these two, trigger the High King Genghis to revive the Genghis. Oh, sorry, trigger the Genghis to revive the Genghis, because keep in mind I did not use Genghis when I linked them off. So yeah, I end up going the Machine X with the XYZ, which is pretty good because I can still Pendulum Summon the follow-up, and I'm looking alright, right? So depends what he has in his hand. Definitely an awkward hand, but I make use of it. So he's going to start off right away with Droplets, getting rid of 2 Ghost Ogres. So this sucks a little bit, and he has Fusion Destiny, so yeah, it's not looking too good. This is definitely a little bit annoying. Like I said, like I'm just getting beat, like it's just rough, right? Like, I mean, I can't do anything about this. Like I was like, okay, I made a decent board out of what I had, right? Like I could do, like that was the best board I could have possibly thought of. I didn't have access to, I had access to, I could have gone for the Headhunt, I guess, instead of searching off the Copernicus. But it is what it is. Like, I could have like Fusion Summon, revived the Griffin instead of the Copernicus, and just end on the XYZ with the Copernicus. But I wanted to go for the rank 6 because the rank 6 like is like literally GG against the Fusion based deck. But it would have played around Droplets a little bit better. I just didn't really expect Droplets to come down. Is what it is. It was either I was playing around one or the other because, yeah, it's hard to say. Kind of hard to say. So anyways, he's going to play it out here. He's still got, he summons, I'm not sure why he summons that 1 card. I don't know what it really does for him. But he's going to have the, he's going to have, what's his name out? Alibur. So Alibur is going to give him access to the Brandon in red for his turn, which is really good. Like, that's really good. So basically, he can still find ways to do stuff and have a turn on my turn, pretty much. Like I said, I still have a 3k defense, I guess, and I have access to the to grabbing a gate next turn. So preferably, I think I would have went with Headhunt here, but I kind of just thought of a combo there, and like I said, the rank 6 is really powerful against, like, if they didn't have Droplets, right, I just win with the rank 6. Like, the rank 6 is so good against this deck. But it is what it is. I can't, like I said, it's like, I don't know what to say about this, to be honest. I was a little bit defeated at this point. I was like, it just wasn't working for me, right? Like, when you're seeing hands like this, and yeah, it just wasn't my day, I guess. It is what it is, but we still have a chance here, right? So I can't get down on myself just yet, but when I was seeing these hands, it was definitely frustrating, right? So he's going to go DP. He's going to go into a DP here anyways and get rid of my XYZ, which is fine. He's going to put me on okay life points. Like I said, I went through 1,000, and yeah, nothing I can do here. So I do have a decent follow up anyways, so it is what it is. So I gotta touch base with that and make sure we're good, right? So he's gonna go right off for Brandon Red, and he summons. Oh my god, he summons Masquerade while I'm on 1100 life points. This is definitely annoying. Masquerade, I can't even play around it because of I pay life points. I don't take damage, so I am limited to one turn or one effect. That's literally all I can do because I burned 600 from the contract activating. So yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. I have a Pendulum Summon, but the only thing I can Pendulum Summon is the Copernicus, which has to use the effect. The only thing it's really, really hard what I can do here. If I use Gate, I take 600. I take 1200 for a Gate, which is brutal. That's like just brutal, right? So yeah, it is what it is. It's definitely hard. It's hard, right? Like I'm at 1100 life points. I think I'm at 1100 here. I can't remember if I used Gate or not, but I think I'm at 1100 here. Yeah, I can't remember if I use Gate and that puts me to 1100 or I'm straight up at 1100 here. Oh no, I am at 1100 life points here. So it's literally limited to one effect. Yeah, it's rough. Like, you know, I couldn't do much about it. Even if I went for a headhunt, I don't know how far it would have gotten me because he had Fusion Destiny and he would have had the you would have had it depends, right? I don't know. It's very hard to say. I think the trap would have made me safe here, but it's not like it's much. I don't know. The rank 6 is just really good in this matchup, so I decided to just go for that rather than going for the headhunt, which I definitely could have done. But it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go for D-Arc here. And it's like all I can really do, right? I mean, he has DPE still with the Masquerade. It's very hard. Really nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to attempt to swing at the Masquerade. He's going to pop it. He has DPE coming back next turn. I think I drew an Imperm. Yeah, I drew an Imperm, so I do have an Imperm. I believe. Oh yeah, my brother pulled Zeus out of his entry pack, which is crazy. So David just threw that there. He pulled Zeus. I was like, that's pretty crazy. So yeah. Oh no, I top deck. That's why I top deck. I top deck Headhunt. So that must have been a sign that I should have actually grabbed Headhunt, but I don't know, guys. It is what it is. Like the rank 6 is really powerful, and if it does leave the field, I get the contract on follow up, which I didn't have access to. So I think it just made more sense to grab the rank 6, but like usually you want to go for the Headhunt, but the rank 6 is so good against this deck, and it gives me access to the contract, right? So, yeah, so he's looking pretty good here, and I got a scoop. Yeah, very unfortunate. I haven't gone X2 on round 3 in like 8 million years, but it is what it is, guys. It's GG's.
All right, guys, so we're in the car. Yeah, we both dropped, so really went bad today, like just bad. Like it's just so bad. So like, David went X2, he played Speedroids today, he played Flunder, and he lost the Earth Machine guy I lost to, and we both had the same instance where we bricked game 3. Like, yeah. I go over this in the commentary, I will be going over this in commentary, but game 3, I didn't win a single die roll, which obviously kind of sucks, but it's not like the be-all end-all factor. But it doesn't help, right? And most of the day, I just didn't see a hand trap today. So like, round 2, game 3, I seen Ragnarok Swirl Slime and then basically 4 hand traps because I top decked another Ghost Ogre. I was like, man, like, come on. And then he flipped Gozen, which did not help, so I couldn't even go into a Baron play with hand traps, which would have probably helped. But I couldn't because friggin' Gozen. So that just did not, there's literally nothing I can do about that. And then round 2 was against Matt. I had a Phantasma and a Nib, and he never summoned more than 4 times. I tried to see if he summoned 5. No, it was 4. And yeah, I just couldn't do anything, and he never link summoned. So I was like, okay, well, I have 2 dead cards in my hand, and it was just a bad hand too. Like he had enough to just stop it. It was like double Ragnarok, Thomas, double Copernicus, Thomas, Ragnarok with the 2 hand traps. So it was just a weird hand. It still was enough to do something, but not enough against that board. And then game 2 was just this really weird hand
and then I got droplets, and then of course I top deck a headhunt. I'm like, okay, like there's something's telling me it's not my day to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but oh, there's like, it sucks so bad when like, it's not even when you misplay, it's the fact that you just can't really, you just couldn't do anything. Like I just straight up lost because of variance. Like I didn't do a misplay all day, and I actually made some, like I made some pretty like interesting combos. Like if you've seen that game 2, round 2, or round 3 against the Despia, I actually made a pretty cool, neat interaction. So the reason why I had to like go really weird routes too is because my only bridge card with the small world, I needed a special summon to extend, and my only bridge card was the Veiler, which only goes into the cards that map would get you. So if it was a map even, it just wouldn't make sense. So I had to like grab the, so in that case, Small World was actually better because I found a way to revive it back and make the rank 6 in the XYZ with a bit of follow-up, right? So it wasn't bad, but he just had the answers to it, and I was put on 1100 life points was Masquerade. I was like, oh my gosh, like this just, and then top decking the trap was just such a bad feeling. It was just terrible. So I was like, okay, this isn't working out. So yeah, I just had to drop. Like it was just rough. We pay like, it's pretty frustrating, you know, when you pay $20, drive out, and it's like, you know, the prize pool is really good, and you know you have a really solid chance, and then the one time it matters, like it just does not work for you. And I'm surprised because the deck's consistent, but it just didn't work. Like the things that just came up for me today just didn't make any sense. It just didn't work. So what can you do? It's still fun after the end of the day, but when you're going in expecting to just try and win, right? Like your main intention is to just win at a tournament like that, right? And that's not a tournament you want something like that happening. And yeah, it is what it is. It can't. Sometimes you get days like that. It is what it is. And David kind of had the same output today. So David, how did it go?
Bad. Not good. Game 1, Earth Machine. Game 1, I bodied him. Game 2, it was a grind game, but he nipped me at a good time. And then game 3, my opening hand was Astral, which is good, but I opened no starters and no extenders. And the next top deck afterwards was Talk to Tom Morrison extender, like a really good extender. So yeah, that was that game. 2 against Flunder. I found out Speedroids cannot play against Flunder at all unless they like just sit on Barrier Statue Pass. But even then, you have to normal summon, which they use a lot with their, like if you have a field spell, you normal summon, you're screwed. And yeah, like this game 2 I just got destroyed with 2. And then game 3 playing this Dino combo. It was interesting. Game 1 he had it on UCT. He paid 2K with Verte. 3 Mat Apple, or 4 Mat Apple, but he had a Lost World, so it was 3 Mat. And DPE UCT, 3 Mat Apple. And I had to drop it my entire hand. I ended up getting lucky and beat him because of the Dire, which is whatever. And then game 2, he made me go first, and I ended on Crystal Wing Baron with a Lancia, and he couldn't play. So yeah, that was that. His deck was strong, but it was just dice to Lancia, unfortunately. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I like the deck, but it's just not its format. Just not its format.
Yep, not the format. Yep, and I think as we're seeing, DDD's not exactly the format. Still a good tier 2 contender, but Brave and all that stuff, it's just taken over from the competitive standpoint, right? I mean, I didn't play against any of that stuff, and a lot of those decks aren't really at a local standpoint, but yeah, the deck just did not treat me well today. It happens sometimes, but that's definitely not a time you want it to come up. And like I said, I don't know, I was expecting to just go in and, you know, like I was just fired up, like ready to go after round 1. After crushing round 1, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to go far here. And then game 2 happened, and then game 3 was just terrible. It was like, oh my god. So like, yeah, we both just dropped. We're like, you know what? $20 wasted, but it is what it is.
Hey, I did pull Ulti Zeus though.
Yeah, David pulled Ulti Zeus, so he got $100 for just... So David made $80 back, and he doesn't pay for gas either, so it is what it is.
Nice.
So, yeah, guys, stuff like that happens, you know, but what can you do? So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna end on that. I'll probably have like a feature match coming out on Tuesday. I filmed one for last Tuesday, but it just wasn't a back and forth enough. I ended up losing, but it just wasn't back and forth enough. It was basically like two turn both games,
right? So it wasn't back and forth enough to upload. So if I get a good match, I'll put it up for after Tuesday. But if not, I'll put out a combo video for next weekend. I didn't get around to doing that because I figured I might as well space it a bit. But it'll be like an update combo video, like I was saying earlier. No, not really new combos, but some improved combos from when I first did the combo video, just to give out a helping hand. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys. Anyways, time to go. Not every day can go the way you want it to, but it's a nice day, so we're just gonna go and enjoy the day, knowing we just wasted $20 in gas. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Stay jacked.
See you.